From one horror to another, Bryan Kohberger, who pled guilty to murdering 4 University of Idaho students, is now attempting to withdraw that plea. The killer looking for a new trial, claiming post-conviction relief while arguing he had bad counsel. Quote, petitioner was convinced that actual guilt was not an important factor in considering plea acceptance. Death row was imminent and advised to lie. Petitioner was to gain a legal victory in entering a false plea. But that's not what he said a year earlier when he pled guilty. Listen to this.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Given your choices, do you believe it's in your best interest to plead guilty?
Yes.
Have you discussed fully the matter of pleading guilty with your attorney, and are you satisfied with the advice you've received?
Yes.
Host of the Crime and Justice podcast and the weekly rap sheet on Fox Nation, Donna Rotuno, joins me now. Look, Donna, as you well know, ineffective assistance of counsel can be an effective way to get a new trial. Look at the Martha Moxley case with Michael Skakel. But will it work here?
Well, here's the deal, Todd. As you said, he was asked these questions and he gave the answers that we just heard. And this is going to be the hurdle that he has. In Idaho, it is not enough just to say, I got bad counsel, right? It has to be a manifest injustice. And bad counsel may be part of that, but he had many opportunities to talk about the fact that he was unhappy with his lawyer, and he did not do that. Remember, Todd, there were multiple motions filed in this case. There were years worth of court dates, and not once did Bryan Kohberger ever speak up. And he was not someone who seemed to be shy in terms of the way he presented himself in a courtroom. So this is a very high bar for him. I do not see that he succeeds, but of course, this is an awful situation to put these families through when they thought this portion of this awful process for them was behind them. Now here we are making it front and center again.
While true, remember, all family members, though, were not in favor of a plea deal. Here's Kaylee Goncalves' mom, Christy. Here's what she had to say to Hannity last night.
It's not the best news by any means, but on the other hand, I can't say that we're surprised. Either way this goes, whether the judge dismisses it right out the gate, fantastic, or if we wind up in court, we still feel that, like we wanted to go in the first place, the trial. We are very confident in the evidence in this case. And hopefully, if we do go to trial this time, he will be convicted and sentenced to death.
I think we all agree that this is not likely to succeed as a maneuver by Bryan Kohberger. But if somehow it did lead to a new trial, how the heck at this point do you get an unbiased jury that doesn't know anything about this case?
Well, sure, especially now that books have been written and there's been so much media attention to this. It definitely makes it more difficult. But you know as well as I do, Todd, that if you go out on the street and you ask people who the Vice President of the United States is, a good portion of them can't answer the question. So you are going to find people that don't pay attention to the news. You are going to find people who don't know what's going on. So if this case were to have to go to trial again, they will be able to find a jury, although it may take a little bit longer. They will be able to find one. And Mrs. Goncalves is correct. If he gets what he wants, then the death penalty would be back on the table, and it's like starting at square one. So I guess for the families that were unhappy with this plea, it puts them in a position where they get to have a second bite at the apple here. But I do not see this succeeding in a courtroom. I mean, if you continue to read through his filings, he talks about how he didn't think that, you know, being in prison for life was going to be as bad as it is. I mean, it's almost as if he's trying to say the conditions there are reasons to, you know, take this plea back. It's preposterous, frankly.
I think in light of that last thing you said, like, I don't like the food in prison.
Right.
That's not really a reason that you get a new trial, especially under these circumstances. Donna, as always, a pleasure. I'm sure this is going to come up on your new episode of the Crime and Justice podcast. Drops twice weekly on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever podcasts are found. You can also watch brand new episodes of the weekly rap sheet every Friday.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.